Imagine this. The world you knew is gone. Majestic cities have become waterlogged ruins. There's no electricity, no orderly society, just a daily struggle for survival. This is the world of Asha, a woman who has been alone for 5 years in a crumbling apartment, watching the remnants of civilization from her rooftop. A young woman named Asha jolts awake from a nightmare. The memory of the disaster 5 years ago is still vivid. The massive tsunami that struck her home, Hong Kong. In 2015, a devastating tsunami ravaged many countries, particularly in Southeast and East Asia, including Indonesia and Singapore. Cities in Hong Kong were also flattened, and the human population plummeted as casualties mounted. Only a handful of people survived that tragic event, and Asha was one of them. Asha lost her entire family and now survives in an apartment building that was once her home with her parents. Her daily routine is defined by vigilance. Every morning, she wakes up and immediately hides all traces of her existence. She covers her bed, hides her canned food and tea behind the sofa, and stores all her valuables in secret spots. With the power long gone, she uses a headlamp strapped to a water bottle for brighter light. She lives by her own strict rules, orderly, quiet, and invisible. From the rooftop, while heating water for her tea, Asha gazes out at the bleak landscape. Hong Kong, once a glittering metropolis, is now a concrete graveyard surrounded by a much higher sea level. The catastrophic tsunami 5 years ago didn't just level everything. It wiped out most of the population. Occasionally, she turns on her radio using spare batteries, hoping to catch an entertainment broadcast. A fleeting glimpse of music, a reminder of normal life. But she has to be extra careful. A radio playing too loudly could attract unwanted attention. In this broken world, the greatest threat comes from other people. Gangs of pirates roam the waters, attacking other survivors to steal their supplies. While scanning the radio frequencies, Asha picks up a broadcast inviting any survivors out there to join them at their compound, which supposedly has food supplies and proper shelter. But Asha ignores the invitation. She has fairly comprehensive supplies right here. She is the only survivor left in this entire apartment building. Asha then collects dew from the iron railings, storing it in large jugs. It hasn't rained in a long time, and her clean water supply is dwindling. She meticulously logs the age of her water, noting the collection date and its estimated expiry. Afterwards, Asha has instant noodles for breakfast. As she eats, she reminisces about her past life, enjoying luxurious meals at high-end hotels with her friends. It all feels like a dream compared to the Hong Kong of today. In the distance, Asha watches a severely decayed building finally collapse. She also observes the lives of the few remaining survivors in other buildings. It's then that she spots a mysterious crate floating toward her building. Using a homemade grappling tool, she tries to pull it in. But something seems to be holding the crate back from under the water. Suddenly, a wild creature attacks her. It seems a large creature lurks in the surrounding waters. The crate holds nothing special except a bottle of liquor. Because of the creature attack, Asha's right arm is injured, so she uses the liquor to disinfect the wound. One afternoon on the rooftop, through her binoculars, Asha witnesses the brutality of pirates raiding the building across from her. Her breath catches when one of the pirates seems to look directly at her. Instantly, she springs into action, hiding all her belongings, covering her footprints with sand, and concealing herself in a secret compartment behind her wardrobe. Her heart pounds as the pirates and their crew ransack the apartment. Among them is a young boy who has joined their ranks. Fortunately, they find no signs that anyone lives there. They come dangerously close to discovering her hiding spot but finally leave, deciding the one who saw her must have been hallucinating. After they're gone, Asha is flooded with a memory of having lunch with her younger sister 5 years ago. The next morning, Asha wakes up from another tsunami nightmare. She goes to the makeshift toilet, uses a bucket, and then throws the waste out of the building. As usual, she fishes a floating box from the water. This time, she finds a bottle of pure honey. Asha is overjoyed. In this world, this is a rare treasure. Asha's solitary existence is shattered. One day, she spots a little girl named Hey Hey, lying motionless on a floating crate in the water. Thinking she's a corpse, Asha is shocked to discover the girl is alive. That night, the nimble child sneaks into Asha's apartment and secretly steals canned food from under the sofa. Asha, who is in the kitchen, doesn't notice the little intruder behind her at first. It's only when she's about to rest that she realizes someone has been there. Asha tries to catch the thief red-handed but doesn't succeed. This little girl is the first human being Asha has encountered in 5 years. She's a stark reminder of Asha's own little sister. A flashback to 5 years ago shows Asha and her best friend at a shopping mall, looking for the perfect birthday gift for her sister. Their relationship doesn't start smoothly. Asha is initially furious that her hidden food is being stolen, but her heart softens when she finds Hey Hey fast asleep, exhausted, on her sofa. The next morning, a newly awakened Hey Hey tries to hide her stolen goods under plastic sheets. Then, she explores every corner of the apartment. Behind a power outlet, she finds an old photo of Asha with her sister. Asha confronts Hey Hey for messing with her things but pauses, transfixed by the old photo. She puts it back in its hiding place, overwhelmed by memories of her sister. She recalls her sister's birthday, when their mother gave their heirloom necklace, meant for the eldest daughter, Asha, to her younger sister instead. Asha was deeply hurt then, but now, she is the one wearing that same necklace. Despite the tension, a bond begins to form. Asha starts making a small bed for Hey Hey and prepares warm meals. That morning, she intentionally makes instant noodles for both of them. Though still annoyed, she also prepares a clean bed, mattress, pillow, and even a clean spray bottle for Hey Hey. Touched by this care and attention, Hey Hey returns all the food she stole, placing it in front of Asha's room. They begin spending time together on the rooftop, sharing a silent lunch. They just stare at each other without a word. Asha laughs freely at Hey Hey's antics. For the first time in 5 years of solitude, Asha feels a flicker of happiness. That night, Hey Hey finds that the bed Asha prepared for her is gone. Asha has moved it into her own room so they can sleep side by side. In the middle of the night, Hey Hey wakes up crying for her mother. Asha comforts her. They finally start to get to know each other. First, Hey Hey denies she was crying. Asha tells her it's okay, that she often cries when she misses her family too. Feeling sad is normal. Hey Hey then shares her dream of building a boat to find her mother. The next morning, while Asha is checking the water supply, Hey Hey accidentally removes the tape wedging the rooftop door open. The door slams shut, locking them out. Turns out Hey Hey is skilled at picking locks. She manages to open the door using a simple piece of wire. Asha lays down the rules for their cohabitation. Hey Hey is not to tamper with Asha's things, and she must not make loud noises. No shouting or slamming doors, to avoid attracting the dangerous people outside. A few days later, Asha is alarmed to find her canned food stocks severely depleted and the necklace from her neck missing. She assumes it's more of Hey Hey's mischievous thievery. But suddenly, they hear the clamor of pirates outside. Immediately, Asha clamps a hand over Hey Hey's mouth to keep her silent. Together, they watch from a distance as the pirates raid another location. Hey Hey stares, frozen, confronted by the ever-present danger that could descend upon them at any moment. While giving Hey Hey a bath, the little girl asks what Asha would do if the bad people came. Asha replies that she has a strategic hiding place. Hey Hey asks if she can hide there too. Yup, why not? Asha answers. Hey Hey then invites Asha to leave with her, but Asha refuses, insisting this is the safest place. From what she knows, the outside world is far more chaotic. Hey Hey then confesses that she learned to steal from her mother. Asha asks if Hey Hey took her necklace. Hey Hey firmly denies it, Asha says she wouldn't be mad if Hey Hey just admitted it. She keeps pushing for the truth until Hey Hey runs away, upset. Later, Asha stands outside Hey Hey's room to apologize. She admits she hasn't interacted with anyone for so long that her communication skills are rusty. Hey Hey ignores her completely.
Don't touch my stuff.
The next day, Asha discovers her water supply is gone. It turns out Hey Hey, feeling guilty, used every last drop to mop the floors as an apology. Asha can only stare in disbelief. Well, what can you do? She's just a kid, she thinks, reminded of her own little sister. We also see a flashback revealing Asha's strained relationship with her mother.
Then you go find another family.
Fine, I will.
Wang Yixing,
Ma, I'm on the phone.
Feng Lei.
Prison anyway.
Okay, go.
Maybe I'll move in with my boyfriend.
The following morning, Asha takes Hey Hey to the rooftop. On the way, Hey Hey is curious about a doorless room at the end of the corridor. It's stuffy and dark. Asha forbids her from going in, saying the room smells terrible. We will later discover what Asha is truly hiding in there. When Hey Hey hears the radio broadcast again, inviting survivors to a safe zone, she immediately tells Asha. Asha insists they don't know if it's real or a trap. There are many other considerations and they would need a boat to get there. Hey Hey, hurt by Asha's sharp tone, retorts that Asha is just an angry, bitter coward with no life. Hey Hey retreats to her room and starts building her raft. Asha warns her again that the outside is too dangerous. There are wild creatures in the water, unpredictable weather, pirates, and the risk of getting lost. Hey Hey shows off her weapon, a flare gun she can use against threats. Asha snatches it, saying firing it would reveal their location to everyone. Asha tells her that she once called for help, but no one meaningful came. Hey Hey argues that this place isn't safe either. Sooner or later, the bad people will find them. She adds that she often hears Asha having nightmares about those very people. Asha finally calms her down, promising to keep Hey Hey safe here. The next morning, Asha wakes Hey Hey up, asking for help moving water. Turns out it rained heavily overnight, and the rooftop collection tanks are now full. The water supply Hey Hey wasted mopping has been completely replenished. While cleaning up, Hey Hey accidentally finds Asha's necklace but deliberately doesn't take it, afraid of being accused again. Instead, she apologizes for the necklace being lost. Asha replies that she's not thinking about the necklace anymore and is actually glad it's gone. They have a small celebration for the rain, breaking out their best food supplies.
What happened to rationing?
However, the next morning, Asha wakes up to find the heirloom necklace in her hand. The clasp is broken, proving it had simply fallen off and wasn't stolen by Hey Hey. As a thank you and an apology for her false accusation, Asha finally builds the raft for Hey Hey. She agrees to leave her comfort zone and venture out with her to find a safer place. Asha even gives the heirloom necklace to Hey Hey, a symbol that she now sees the little girl as her own sister.
Thank you for doing all that.
Here.
While waiting for the right time to depart, they pack their essentials for the small raft. But disaster strikes just as they are about to leave. The pirate gang returns for another inspection. In a panic, Asha hides all their supplies and forces Hey Hey into the secret compartment in the wardrobe. Hey Hey initially refuses, wanting to stay together, but the hiding spot only fits one person. Asha promises to find Hey Hey again and that they will find a new life together in a better, safer place. She also promises to help find Hey Hey's mother. You've made my life feel full again after 5 years of emptiness, Asha tells her. Asha reveals that she will hide in the mysterious, foul-smelling room at the end of the hall, the place she always forbade Hey Hey from entering. The room is her parents' apartment. Inside lie their decomposed bodies, a bitter reminder of a past she could never confront. When the 5 pirates break in and ransack the apartment, they discover Hey Hey's hiding place and destroy the raft Asha worked so hard to build. As one of the pirates enters her parents' room, a flashback overwhelms Asha. She remembers the night the tsunami hit. She and her sister were running to the rooftop to save themselves. In the chaos, her sister's hand slipped from her grasp, and the little girl was trampled by the crowd before ultimately drowning with everyone else in the building. Only Asha made it to the roof alive. She has been burdened by guilt for failing to save her sister ever since. This memory ignites something in Asha. With Hei Hei in danger, she decides to stop running. This time, she will fight. Filled with rage and determination, Asha transforms into a ferocious warrior. Using the flare gun, she kills one pirate. Using a guitar as a weapon, she takes down a large pirate. With a knife, she traps and kills another. She lures the violence-poisoned female pirate into a room and sets it on fire. The final showdown is with the pirate leader. Asha is nearly strangled to death but manages to turn the tables, using a lamp as a weapon. Finally, the young boy pirate chases her with a gun. With a heavy heart, Asha locks him on the rooftop, forcing him to choose between falling or waiting for his fate. Though she hesitates, his gunshot aimed at her steels her resolve to leave. One last threat remains. The boat's captain, who is holding Hei Hei. Asha uses her crate retrieval tool to shoot at the captain but misses. Seeing Asha's rescue attempt, Hei Hei pushes the pirate, but he drags her into the water with him. Without a second thought, Asha dives in to save her, while the pirate becomes food for the ferocious sea creature that had been lurking all along. With all the pirates dead, Asha and Hei Hei now have a boat and an abundance of supplies. Hei Hei asks why Asha took such a huge risk. Asha replies that she did it not just to save Hei Hei, but for a better future. The building is decaying, and sooner or later new threats would come. After 5 years trapped by guilt and fear, Asha finally finds the courage to step out. Armed with the coordinates from the radio broadcast about the sanctuary, the two of them sail away from the apartment. They don't know if the place truly exists or if the people there can be trusted. But as Asha says, it's hope. And for the first time in a very long time, that hope feels real, carried by a brave woman and a little girl who saved each other. Not just from the threats of the world, but from the prisons of their own pasts.